come to a stopping point. I want you to get out your independent reading journal. The few people who put theirs in the tray, I've already passed those out. So if you haven't gotten it from me, then that means you have it in a folder or a binder or something. If you can't find your independent reading journal, just do it on a separate sheet of paper. And then on that same sheet of paper, so on the back or the bottom of your independent reading journal, I want you to answer this question right here. If you had to choose the top 3 jobs that you'd like to have one day, what would they be? So don't just pick one, pick a few, because sometimes we end up picking a career and then we kind of get started with it and we don't like it. So it's good for us to have some options. So on the same sheet of paper as your independent reading journal, I want you to answer this.
You just want us to answer in the next
Yeah, a specific career, yes. So don't just put a field, don't just put like healthcare, but pick an actual career within that field, yes? Do it on a separate sheet of paper. If you don't have one, do it on a separate sheet of paper. Like last week. Sheets of paper. I'm out of that kind of paper, but I have some printer paper on this kind of paper. I'm out of loose leaf paper, but I do have printer paper and construction paper, so you could use those. I don't care, that's fine. Underneath that huge stack. Anybody need a piece of paper, like printer paper, or?
It's on the researchers thing that
We're
we
doing
did,
our
right?
independent reading journal and also answering stuff on the same sheet of paper. The independent reading journal is from last week. We never finished it. We only did like 1 or 2 days of reading last week, so just need paper.
This is it, right?
That's what we did last week, yeah. But we're done with that.
Yeah, but it says top 3 jobs.
We're doing a separate thing today, we're not finishing that.
I mean, I thought that we put our top 3 jobs on here.
You know? Has it been?
So you're doing your independent reading journal, and you're also answering this question. You don't have to write this in a complete sentence. You can just do 1, 2, 3. 3 jobs you are interested in doing one day. And we're going to do some research on all 3 of them. Zoe, you with me?
Yeah. You had to choose 2 or 3 jobs. I don't know what 3 was. There's like no in between between a dog officer or a dog trainer. There's no in between.
There's nothing else you're interested in? No? Are you good at training dogs? Yeah. Like what dog is?
Oh, I trained that dog. It just ran away. Yes, sir. I'm done with that.
my one paper that we use at that career search thing. There I am. There.
I really like food.
Yeah, I'm in the 6.
Anybody else need help like coming up with the actual job title? Taste tester down here. That may not be on the website we look at, but you can still look for it.
Hey, what website do we need to go to today?
I'll show you in a second.
It's the one behind you.
Yeah, basically. So what kind of jobs are we thinking about doing? What are our top 3 jobs?
CEO.
Forensic scientist, that's a big one. What did you say, Nick?
CEO.
CEO, management, also Nick's really into management. Aren't you?
Yeah, I like manage. I like to manage people.
What other jobs are we interested in? Psychiatry, psychology, a lot of people want to be child psychologists. That's a common one I've noticed in my other classes.
I used to want to be a quantum physicist, but I'm just gotten too lazy.
Yeah, quantum physics will definitely take some hard work. Zoe's into cosmetology. Chase, what are you into? What are you considering? Shh. You don't really know?
Hey, Miss Plum, this is what popped up when I typed in your website. Just saying.
You didn't type it in perfectly. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so today we're going to do some research on these 3 jobs that you have written down. And I'll show you the website you're going to have to go to. You need a laptop, so if there's not one on your desk, grab one for me, please. Huh? Yeah, there's some printer paper back there.
Can I take like one page?
Okay, so you're going to go to www.els.gov/OOH. If you type it in wrong, if you leave out the W's or if you leave out a slash or whatever, it will not work. Like, it'll take you to a different website.
What if what you want to do is really unrealistic? So get yourself logged in and I'll pass out the paper that you need for what we were doing today.
It's a draft, not a ghost. The door just randomly opened. It's a,
Somebody out there in the door.
While you're waiting on your computer to log in, I'm passing out this paper. When you get it, put the 3 jobs that you came up with just now in each of these boxes. So there's job 1, job 2. On the back, there's job 3. If you haven't come up with like a 3rd job, if you can only come up with 2, once you get on this website, you can kind of browse around. And they've got a bunch of different jobs you can look at, and you can come up with a 3rd one that sounds pretty interesting to you. So.
I need to watch
Can I what? I can totally come give you life guidance. Let me finish passing these out. Chase, why are you constantly turned around, man? Why?
I keep telling I also want to be a makeup artist. I'm like, my parents don't approve of either. They're like,
You should put in, okay, so put those 2. Then also put one that requires you to use your makeup brand.
they're all in
I'll be right there, Abby. Once you get to the website, it should say up at the top, Occupational Outlook Handbook. And I'll show you what it looks like in a second. You have to, just more things to do. And also what happens is like, your husband or whatever.
I know that you would do.
So once your laptop gets logged in, go to this website. Some of them take forever, some of them are quick, but make sure you're watching it so you can get logged in and everything as soon as you can. For those of you who are not on the website yet, stop talking. For those of you who are not on the website yet, it's written over on the whiteboard. I'm going to take it off the projector though because I want to show you what the website looks like. So this is what it will look like when you get there. And if you're still waiting on your computer, just while you are waiting, and if your computer's working, whatever, look up at the board so I can show you where you're going to be going for this paper that you're going to do. So this right here is the Bureau of Labor Statistics website. So that's the United States government. That's why it's a .gov site. So it's kind of the best place to find information. It's going to be a really credible, reliable source. We know it is because it's the United States government's source. So on the left, it has some occupation groups. So this is if you don't know what you want to do, if you're still unsure, if you couldn't come up with 2 or 3 jobs, then you can look over here at something that you're interested in and browse some of the jobs that pop up. So like if you're interested in farming but you don't really know of any other jobs besides being a farmer, then that's going to, like, look here, look at some other job opportunities. There's healthcare, management, math, whatever. So you can browse over here. That's one way you can look at jobs. You can also choose occupations based on the amount of money they make. So if you don't know what you want to do, but you know you want to make a lot of money, then you can click right here, $75,000 or more. You could do, well, I know I don't want to have to go to school very much, so you could go right here and click high school diploma or equivalent. Or whatever, if you know you want to go to college for 4 years, you could choose bachelor's degrees, see what other jobs there are. So you can search for a job that way, or if you already know your 3 jobs that you're interested in, you can just type it into this box right here, the search handbook job or box. I'm going to type in teacher just to show you an example. On your paper, it asks you to get some information about each of these 3 jobs. And if you click on high school teacher, all the jobs will have this summary right here. And it's going to tell you the median pay. Median is going to be an average. So some people in some other classes want to be like NFL athletes, right? So if you click on athlete, it says the median pay is like $41,000. And they were like, how is that possible? Athletes make millions of dollars. But that's the median. So a lot of athletes never make it into the professional sports. Instead, they have to be in minor leagues or whatever. And so they don't make much money. So this right here is just the median. And it could also depend on where you're living and the cost of living where you're living. So teachers in another state might make a lot more or a lot less than teachers in Kentucky. So this right here is the median for the entire United States. So it's not going to be 100% accurate, but it's a good average. Then it's also going to give you the entry-level education. Entry-level means you have to have that education to even get started with that job. You have to have it to get in. There's also Job Outlook. So a lot of people have been like, what is Job Outlook? Job Outlook is going to be whether the job is growing or not and how much it is growing. So, hi, what's up? You need a laptop? Grab one. So this Job Outlook for teaching, it says 2014 to 2024. So that means in the next 10 years, ending in 2024, there should be a 6% growth in that field. So that you want something with a high percentage here, because that means that there are going to be a lot of jobs open when you're trying to get a job. So you definitely want to look at a high percentage right here. Number of jobs is saying there's this many high school teachers in America in 2014. That's another thing you'll have to write down. When it says education, I don't want you to just write down what's right here. I want you to go over to this tab right here where it says how to become one. Click on it and it'll give you a better rundown of the education. And it also will tell you what kind of certifications you have to have or licenses. And then if you keep scrolling down, it says some important qualities you'd need to have to do that job. And that's another thing that it asks you on that paper. It asks you to list 2 qualities you need to have. So teachers need to be patient, and they need to have good communication skills. Right? All the good teachers are patient with you guys.
I wouldn't be so sure.
No? So you can keep looking pay. This is going to be a better rundown of pay. So you could look just at the summary, but you can also get more information over here. There is one thing on that paper that is not going to be on this website, and that is where it asks you for one company or business where you could apply. So if it's something like being a nurse, then put in what hospital you'd like to work at. So if you definitely want to live in Lexington or Louisville, you can Google hospitals in those areas, or if you want to work in a doctor's office, you could write down the name of a doctor's office you would like to work at. If you want to do something else, you might have to Google job openings in graphic design in Louisville, Kentucky, or wherever you want to live, and see what pops up. Write down a business where you could apply. So that's not going to be on this website. That's going to be just Googling. Julia?
What if like the job that you want is extremely specific, but like the pay like ranges? There's like a lot of, just depending on how well you do it or like how you do it.
Yeah,
Like I want to be a makeup artist for music videos, and that's extremely specific.
They're going to make a lot more money than normal like cosmetologists.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess for this purpose, just write down the cosmetologist, cause like you said earlier when I was over there, you said like these are like long shots, like these are like hard to get jobs. So you might have to work as a normal cosmetologist until you make it to a makeup artist for music videos, you know? So it's still good for you to know, this is how much I might be making until then. So still, that may not be on here, like makeup artists for music videos probably isn't gonna be on this website. Cameron, did you have a question?
Yeah, how'd you get down a taste tester? Where were you?
Go, look on the food, like over on the side, the select occupations, or occupation groups, look under the food, subheading and see if there's anything on there about taste testing, okay? Nick,
I get a paper.
you didn't get a paper, I'll get you one. Does anybody have any other questions? So go ahead and do these 3 jobs. If you need help, I am here to help. Sometimes it can be hard to find some of this information, so let me know if you need help or if you can't come up with something or whatever. Here you go, Nick.
Chill.
And then at the end, there's a question that's asking you which of the 3 jobs you're interested in. I'll explain that a little better later on, but right now just focus on your research on these 3 jobs. Okay? Yeah. So that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be education, and then some of them also are like certifications or registrations or whatever. That one is just education. So yeah, just read that and then kind of sum it up.
Miss Farmer.
I thought you would do something like art. Okay.
That's one of my options. I was gonna do cross.
I'm counting technology.
I'm not really sure what this is. Where does that mean? Yeah, but like all that popped up was stuff about. Candidates are required to register state food market and pass the state exam for licensure.
That would be like a fire. So you could look into that. Check that out. All right, I'm coming, Zoe and Chase. What's up?
What if we know what we wanna do, but we're tired of like $3?
Describe what they do.
Like,
What do
think it's at least to like,
Under that, little,
like, going into
It
all
said
the
what
things
they
you
do.
get.
Where?
Okay, so for this purpose, do one military, one mechanical engineering.
Some people come from Kansas, they play football, and they lined up in the NFL.
Okay, so then put those 3 on there, okay? You know, you have to come up with 3 jobs anyways, and you've got a job that encompasses 3, so go ahead and do those 3 jobs. I'm coming, Cameron, I am Zoe. Yeah, so that's under fire.
There was like 24 hours straight.
What do you want to do? To be a pharmacist? Pharmacists mostly like sit in the back and then technicians. But pharmacy is a good field to get into, they make a lot of money.
Me?
All right, what's up, Cameron?
There is no jobs for taste testing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to cook. I just want to. I mean, guy for,
Like,
guy
really don't do great.
Yeah.
Sure. Dancing videos.
You could put it like science. I don't know, I feel like that's supposed to be.
Pharmacy.
I was already supposed to. I was already sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope I don't get weird side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you, what is it? Marine biologist, okay, so like type in like, marine biology, job openings or something, and see what pops up, see if there's a business that pops up.
My mom told me to just like marry a man who's really rich.
Alright, Julia, I'll be right there, I'm gonna help them really quick, and then I'll be right there, okay? I heard your frustration. Hang on for a minute, and I'll explain.
I wanna be a dog.
A master's degree, so you have to go to your 4 years of bachelor degree, and then go back for 1 to 2 years to get your master's. So it ended up being like 5 to 6 years. That's not bad.
Where do we find like two qualities you need?
That's gonna be under how to become one. You're gonna click there and then scroll down, and it's right there. So just list 2 of those that it gives you.
I want to train a dog. That's all I would want. Okay,
Okay, Julia, what is your
Please help.
See, there is none of these on here.
all you need to have is gonna be under educate or how to become one, if you scroll down.
It's on the how to technology and my trainings and everything.
Yeah, that's same
Kind of what they're
thing.
telling you.
Miss Farmer. Still away.
That's right.
When you go to find a job opening, you have to open up a new tab and go to Google. It's not gonna be on this website. You gotta go to a separate website. All right, so here's how it's set.
Really? Oh my god. Was she pretty?
And this is also gonna probably encompass makeup artists as well, like hair makeup.
That's like minimum wage.
Yeah, but plus tips.
Miss
So
Farmer,
go
will
to
you
Google,
please
and
help?
if it's like, what is it, that's gonna be like, you probably work for a university. So if you want to live in Kentucky, then choose a university in Kentucky that you could work at. Or if you wanna Google relevant, or you can even look up like, universities that work with, genetic engineering programs or whatever, and see which one you could really do good work at. That would be really good. Harvard, yeah. Did somebody else call my name? Okay, I'm coming to that.
So I want to train dogs. Okay, what do we do? Dog training? Look how much they are. But I want to train dogs.
Well, this website has nothing on pediatricians and already.
You have to go to physician, so it's not gonna give you, okay, so with doctors or with some other jobs, number one, it's not on there as doctor, it's on there as physician. And then also, if you wanna be a specific kind of doctor, like a pediatrician or a radiologist or anesthesiologist or whatever, it's not gonna be broken down into those categories, instead it's just gonna be physician. And then when you click on physician, you can look at pay, and it'll tell you how much each of those different kinds of doctors, how much each of them makes. But it's not going to be under there as each individual field. Okay, so you have to look at physician.
And they make that much a year. I can cut hair and make more than them. How does that work?
I don't know, but you don't have to look at SEAL, just because there's a picture of them training consultants, it still counts.
What is it?
Equivalent means it could be a GED. If it says high school diploma or equivalent means something equal to a high school diploma, which would be like a GED or something like that. When you have all 3 jobs researched, at the back on the bottom, it asks you, now that you've looked at how much these jobs make, and how much school you have to go to, and the future future of the job, so how much it's gonna grow in the future. Pick one of them that you're most interested in based on all of that information. So now that you actually have some information, what job would be best for you? What job would you be really good at? Choose that, and I want you to write incomplete sentences for that one.
Can I just look this stuff up on Google? This is not, yes.
But you may not be able to find all of that information.
Use that website too.
That's okay. A PhD is awesome. I want a PhD. That's just gonna be under position. So you're just looking at positions around here. Some medical scientists, which ones that my husband's gonna do. Let's just have information.
We might need to finish tomorrow, and we will. If we need some more time, we'll finish tomorrow.
So if you go like pay, it'll tell you how much each of the different things. And what are you talking about, surgeon? Is that what you said? What did you say? A brain surgeon. So it's just gonna, it only really gives you general surgery. But if you want to like do full function aids, brain surgeon can do that.
Talking about that.
Yeah, we will.
Are we done?
Huh?
Are we done basically?
No, we're gonna do one more thing on the laptops in a few minutes. Coming.
We only got 9 minutes.
This class is coming up with some really exciting jobs. The other one's sort of like, I'm not, it's really cool. It's really cool that you guys are. She was like, hey,
Let's just do United States government is not recognized as a child. Someone asked us about science. What about forensic science technicians? Is that kind of? Yeah, well, then you can put in the psychology or sociology. Sociology is also behavior. Social behavior. So you have to major in sociology in college.
Well, there's brain surgeons and neurosurgeons.
Yeah, so brains are gonna mostly focus on the brains, neuro are mostly gonna focus just on your nerves. But they both kind of overlap a little bit, because it's all connected, you know. Yeah, if you, can't find some information on this Bureau of Labor Statistics website, then I'm okay with you using another website, but you need to make sure it's credible. And you also need to make sure you make note of what that website is, because we have to cite our sources. So if you use another website, go ahead and write down on your paper what that website is, just so you can go back and cite it when we go to cite our sources. Hang on, Zoe, I'll be right there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so, I don't know.
Excuse the interruption. The following students need to go to room 302 at this
You're
time.
gonna have to like,
Diane Walker,
would you want
Jada
to start a
Miller,
business or
Tawan Israel,
would you want to
Tavon
work for,
Stewart,
you know, vet
Kira
office?
Mason,
Or
Jared
something like that, so
Quinn,
then Google like
Tiaja
vet
Owings,
offices in
Christian Higgins,
Manchester or Manchester.
Kennedy Williams, Devin Holloman,
Write that down.
Tora Nan, Alexis Williams, DeAndre Deed, and Tamara Israel. Those students to room 302.
Okay, so we are definitely gonna finish tomorrow. I'm gonna have us do one more thing, just so we can kind of discuss our findings before we leave. But I'll probably give you another minute or so to keep researching before that. Don't put your laptops away, because we're gonna use those for what we're doing in a second. If you are finished, you can turn that paper in. If you're not finished, then we're gonna hold on to it, but you got another minute or so, before we. If you would like to keep your paper in the tray, till tomorrow when we finish, then you can do that. Tomorrow I'm going to show you guys some video interviews with people in different careers that are kind of popular, like a nurse, some agriculture jobs, a few other jobs. Hopefully my brother who's in the military will have a chance to do an interview as well. I'll show those to you guys. So you can kind of, he's in the National Guard. Okay, so when you are putting your paper away, I want you to go to this website right here. It's going to be todaysmeat.com/farmermeat. Go ahead and go there. So if you're not finished, it's okay. We're going to finish tomorrow. Go ahead and go to todaysmeat.com/farmermeat. Because that's my name.
Why?
What's the B for?
This is B period.
Oh.
Get over there. Go to that website. So when you get there, you can see that I've already posted something on that website. I'll wait for you to get on there.
Does the B need to be capitalized? The case
Should be. I think the F and the B both need to be capitalized. todaysmeat.com/farmermeat. Go ahead, when you get there, go ahead and put your name in where it says nickname, type your name in. Your first name. What's your first name?
No, I wanted to know. What's our message? What's our message?
I'll tell you in a second. I'm waiting for people to go to the website. I'll tell you what to write in a second. Let's put our names in so we're ready to go. All right, the first thing I want you to put in, which of the 3 jobs you researched has the highest job outlook percentage?
I don't know. I didn't look at
Oh, well, let's get our papers back out. Dang it.
I already know mine.
You already know yours? And I want you to put the actual percentage just like I did. So I had teacher and I put 6%.
I might need to see mine.
I'll hurry up and pass them back out for you.
What's our message?
Oh, my last one was.
You're typing in which of the 3 jobs you looked at had the highest job outlook percentage.
What if the website literally had no information?
We just type in the percentage and we put
Type in the job and the percentage just like I did. So I typed in teacher and then 6%. I want you to type in the job and the percentage, yeah. Because I want us to be able to see some jobs that are growing a lot. Jobs that maybe we hadn't considered but could now consider.
I did it before she finished saying.
What if they didn't see it?
I'm passing your papers back out.
But
Chase, here's yours.
I couldn't find it, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't on GoArmy.com, though.
Well, where were you looking at GoArmy.com? Okay, so dog trainer is growing by 11%. That surprises me. I'm surprised by that. I didn't think you'd know that much. Cosmetology or barber is growing 10%. Hang on, Jake, you're not done.
It's probably
Forensic scientist, 27%.
I know the other one.
We want jobs that are growing a lot. Genetic counselor, 29%. That's really cool. Okay, so once you've put that in, which of the 3 jobs you looked at is the highest paying, and what is the median salary? So put the job and then put how much they make. What did you write down on the paper? Which jobs make the most money?
We have to put that?
Yes.
Oh. So do we put like how much to make a year?
Yes. But how much the median, how much they make a year. So Jake just said police make $60,780.
Well, if we find out how much they make a year, we only got like the hourly.
That's okay. I just want us to be able to see what some of us found. So it's okay if it's hourly. You can put that in. Chefs make $42,000. Chase, why did you say Army Special Forces engineers 7?
I don't know.
Psychologists make good money. Surgeons make really, really good money. Quantum physicists make really good money.
They make 53.
We're done now?
I didn't find
We
it.
might put one more thing in.
Physicists. You put that up.
Okay, and then one more. I just want you to say which job you most want to do of the 3.
Stay home, Mom.
We have like elevator installer. That's so cool. It's such an obscure job, but they make really good money.
Stay home, forensic science.
Web design, behavioral analysis,
What else is there?
video game design, pharmacy.
We're done now?
Yes, we will be done.
No way.
Okay, once you have submitted your job, go ahead and log out of the laptops for me. keep your paper in here until tomorrow, keep it in here, you can take it with you until tomorrow.
Miss
Take it
Farmer.
with you.
Miss Farmer,